be about to tear the roof off.
This is hard work, no back talk. Started in the yard first, let them trash talk. I be on my guard first. Tip my hats off to anyone who prospered. I came up from the dirt. This is hard work, no back talk. Started in the yard first, let them trash talk. I be on my guard first. Tip my hats off to anyone who prospered. I came up from the dirt. You better put me in the game, coach. This is hard work, no back talk. Started in the yard first, let them trash talk. I be on my guard first. Tip my hats off to anyone who prospered. I came up from the dirt. This is hard work, no back talk. Started in the yard first, let them trash talk. I be on my guard first. Tip my hats off to anyone who prospered. I came up from the dirt. You better put me in the game, coach. This is
MP, how you feeling?
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sideline. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for MP.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. C.J. McCollum out there with Rollins. And it's Prince in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, Harrison Barnes is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Young. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's MP in at the 2. Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
Well, that's the touch of Giannis. We've seen it improve so much over his career.
A 3 from MP. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
McCollum, no good. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Clippers. Just a tremendous run right now for him. 12 straight wins.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Here's McCollum. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Moves back up. And he sinks the layup.
That's nice touch around the rim. McCollum makes the most of his opportunities down there.
Barnes sets a screen for MP. Barnes finds MP. Zubac a screen on Rollins. 6 on the shot clock. MP, good.
MP is a cool customer from 3. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
McCollum outside. Over Young. Puts the fade away right on the money.
Yeah, not sure why he faded away there. Sure looked like he had plenty of space.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Nets just played phenomenal. He added 61 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Thanks, as always, Allie, for that great report. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Hits the three-point bomb. Bucks trail by 5. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Simone Fontecchio. He's checked in for Zubac. Williams comes in for Barnes. Dort, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Simons in for Young. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Bucks. Chris Dunn comes in for Rollins. Dunn outside. Antetokounmpo against Williams. With the step back. Here's Giannis. Yep, it counts.
Well, he's got the hot hand, and he's scoring with confidence right now.
Here's MP, who's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
MP showing he's a force near the hoop.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Young's checked in for Williams. Kuzma outside. Into the lane.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. MP deciding where to go with it. Dort passes to Young. The three from MP. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. MP's got 17 now.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Now Kuzma. And it's done in the corner. Jacks up a three. The shot comes out. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 7. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after... change here. MP's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Prince comes in for Martin. And Rollins subbed in for Harris. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Fontecchio is out there with Lou Dort. And it's Young. Then it's Anthony Simon. And it's MP in at the point guard position. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, defended by Dort. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious. His size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis, as much or more than any star in this league. You can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
MP outside. Fontecchio sets a screen. MP no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Count it. Prince has got his second bucket of the night. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Leonard sets a screen for MP. Another miss by MP. And Prince has got the ball here for the Bucks. A 12-point game. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Shots good by Turner.
Well, you really have to body Turner to slow him down. He's got plenty of muscle on that.
Now we'll hear from Allie Laporte, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Antetokounmpo finds Dunn. Kicks it out to Prince. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince. The league's long-distance Bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
You look at MP, he's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And, Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
46 seconds left here in the second. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Prince outside. It's McCollum on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. Clippers leading by 15. MP passes to Barnes. And stolen by Prince. McCollum outside. It's Prince on the wing. 4 seconds left. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to go on Zubac.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
MP getting it done for the LA Clippers. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So Kenny, as the point guard here, and looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Well,
and that'll do it for halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Rollins is out there with C.J. McCollum, and it's Prince in at the 3. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time, the guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Young against McCollum. Giannis high post. Prince outside. Back to Giannis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Loads it up for Giannis. MP outside. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Giannis inside. Allen's on him. That one drops for him. Giannis has got 6 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Barnes sets a screen for MP. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
It's Prince on the wing. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Back to McCollum. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
MP way outside. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here's Rollins. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Barnes kicks to MP. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Bucks trail by 19. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Dort, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Coming onto the floor for your Clippers, number 10,
After Rollins. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Power and grace of Giannis, making it look easy like few others can.
Screen by Zubac. Good, another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player putting an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant.
And you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
Yeah, for some reason, McCollum has always flown under the radar. But he's a constant threat to score 20-plus points, and he does it efficiently.
And the Clippers making a change here. Fontecchio's checked in.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Simons, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Well, really, Bobby Portis is a key big for this team. He hits threes to stretch the floor, scores at a high clip, plus Bobby is a great rebounder.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. A different look from Milwaukee. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Antetokounmpo. To the middle, here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
Well, no question McCollum is in the zone right now. Just letting the offense flow through him.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Okay, well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Back to you.
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Shot clock at 5. Kuzma, it's good on the putback.
And the intensity on the boards. Kuzma using the long arms to keep plays going.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Here's Dunn. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Giannis with it. Kuzma outside. Clyde to shoot. Over Young. Got it from 16 feet.
And a high percentage shooter like Kuzma has tons of options on the floor. That includes the mid-range.
We've got Kawhi Leonard. Bradley Beal is out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's MP. And it's Young in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Beal. Got a hand on it.
Well, that's just stellar rim protection from Portis. I want to keep seeing this kind of effort from him.
Kuzma knocks down the 3.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help out there.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Harrison Barnes comes in for Beal. And then for Milwaukee, Prince is checked in for Miles Turner. Rollins comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Dunn. MP. No good from 3.
just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And stolen by Leonard. Here's MP from deep. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Bucks trail by 15. Antetokounmpo driving inside. And so Milwaukee again turning it over.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
LA has gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. On the wing, MP. Covered by Rollins. The three is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Antetokounmpo. A huge two-handed slam.
He's a true scoring machine. Antetokounmpo never stops attacking. He is just relentless.
Count the basket.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Los Angeles.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
MP and another one falls.
And he's got 60 again. I've never seen scoring like this. He's now tied the mark for most 60-point games in a year.
You know, to tie that mark, that's something I didn't expect to see in this lifetime. What a season he's having. Here's MP. For three. And another three for the Clippers.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Giannis kicks to Portis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The three from MP. Count it.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really...
All